Hi everybody. On continuation with the properties of gene in previous video, today in this session we are going to study about the search for genetic material, the Griffith experiment. In search of the genetic material, we must know the historical perspectives of DNA. In 1848, Wilhelm Hofmeister, what he did, he observed during mitosis, he observed the cell nuclei arrange themselves into small rod-like bodies. He named it as chromosomes. This is a rod-like body. Then after that, in 1869, Friedrich Meister, a Swiss physician, isolated a substance from nucleus is called a nuclein. This nuclein later it is referred by Altman in 1889 as nucleic acid. This nucleic acid now it is termed as DNA. Okay. Finally, by 1920, the chromosome are made of DNA and protein. This is the conclusion made by the scientist at the 19th century. Now, here the Griffith experiment, the transformation experiment, what does it say? This genetic material is DNA. So how do scientists conclude that genetic material is DNA? For that, the preliminary experiment is a Griffith experiment in 1920s. Here, what he did, the Griffith, he cultured the Streptococcus pneumoniae, the pneumococcus bacteria in culture plate. This pneumococcus bacteria develops two strains. One is S strain, another one is R strain. S strain is nothing but the smooth strain and it's virulent. That means it develops pneumonia disease. Then R strain is rough strain. The membrane is rough and it is non-virulent. It does not develop pneumonia. This is one of the basic. Based on this strain, here what he did means he took mice and he took S strain is injected into mice, that means smooth virulent strain is injected into mice, the mice die. Then R strain is injected into mice, the mice alive, that means it is a non-pathogenic. Then what is the further proceedings of this experiment is, he took S strain and he killed by heating. That means the pathogenic part is killed and he injected into mice, the mice alive. Then finally, he killed a strain in combined with live R strain. And this combination of heat killed S strain and R strain is injected into mice, then mice die. Here, heat killed S strain alone injected to mice, mice alive. But here heat killed a strain plus R strain, live R strain is injected into mice, then mice die. That means something is transformed. This so transformed from S strain to R strain and made this R strain as what means virulent. This is what the conclusion of his experiment. That is what here stated here. The R strain bacteria had somehow been transformed by the heat killed S strain bacteria. This is the observation made by him during his experiment. Then the conclusion is some transforming principle transferred from heat killed S strain to where the R strain. This is what the transforming principle. This transforming principle. Then what is the transforming principle? That transforming principle may be DNA, RNA or protein. So later the Griffith is pioneer to conclude that something is act as a genetic material. Later the future scientists identified that the genetic material is DNA. Okay, I hope this you understood about the Griffith experiment and the historical perspectives of DNA and the basics of Griffith experiment, as well as what does Griffith experiment tells about. Tomorrow we will see with the new topic, new experiment regarding the justification of DNA as a genetic material. Thank you.